जय हिंद दोस्तों। तो चलिए अब हम लोग यूनिट 2 का सीपीयू शेड्यूलिंग प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। ठीक है, एमसीक्यू ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का। तो देखिए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या हमारा, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ सीपीयू शेड्यूलिंग एल्गोरिथम? राउंड रॉबिन, शॉर्टेस्ट जॉब, नेक्स्ट, फीफो या फिर बैंकर्स एल्गोरिथम? सो द राइट आंसर इज बैंकर्स एल्गोरिथम। Second, the dispatcher is responsible for scheduling CPU processes, allocating memory to process, switching context between process या फिर managing disk IO. So the right answer is switching context between processes. Third, which scheduling algorithm can cause starvation? FCFS, SJF, round robin या फिर multi-level queue? So the right answer is SJF. Fourth, in primitive scheduling, a process can be removed from execution when it completes execution, a higher priority process arrives, it encounters an IO operations, it requests more memory. So the right answer is a higher priority process arrives. Fifth, which of the following scheduling algorithm gives the minimum average waiting time? FCFS, SJF, round robin या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is SJF. 6. The main disadvantage of the first come first serve scheduling is starvation, convoy effect, high turnaround time या फिर low throughput. So the right answer is convoy effect. 7. The shortest job first algorithm is optimal in terms of minimizing turnaround time, maximizing CPU utilization, minimizing throughput या फिर avoiding starvation. So the right answer is minimizing turnaround time. 8. Which scheduling algorithm is best for a time sharing system? SJF, FCFS, round robin या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is round robin. Question number 9. In round robin scheduling, time quantum should be very large, very small, fixed and small, equal to the burst time of the largest process. So the right answer is fixed and small. Question number 10. In priority scheduling, the CPU is assigned to the process that arrived first with the shortest burst time with the highest priority that is waiting the longest. So the right answer is with the highest priority. Question number 11. Multi-level queue scheduling is useful when all processes have similar priorities. There are different types of processes with different needs. Only interactive processes exist. CPU uses need to be minimized. So the right answer is there are different types of processes with different needs. Question number 12. What is the key issue in multi-level feedback queue scheduling? Determining the number of queues, assigning IO devices, allocating memory या फिर avoiding rest conditions. So the right answer is determining the number of queues. Question number 13. The dispatcher executes after the CPU scheduler selects a process, before a process enters the ready queue या फिर before a process terminates या फिर only in FCFS scheduling. So the right answer is after the CPU scheduler selects a process. Question number 14. Which scheduling algorithm works best when all processes have similar burst time? FCFS, SGF, round robin या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is round robin. Question number 15. Which process is assigned first in a primitive priority scheduling system? The process with the highest priority, the process with the shortest burst time, the process that arrived first, the process with the largest memory size? So the right answer is the process with the highest priority. Question number 16. What is the main goal of CPU scheduling? Minimize response time, maximize CPU utilization, minimize turnaround time या फिर all of the above? So the correct answer is all of the above. 17. A process is moved from ready state to running state by the dispatcher, the scheduler, the kernel, the memory manager? So the right answer is the dispatcher. 18. If time quantum is in round robin scheduling is too large, it behaves like FCFS, SJF, priority scheduling या फिर multi level queue? So the right answer is FCFS. 19. Which of the following is not a criteria for CPU scheduling? Turnaround time, waiting time, memory uses या फिर response time? So the right answer is memory uses. 20. What is the major disadvantage of SJF scheduling? It has a high average turnaround time, it requires knowledge of future execution times, it always selects the longest job first, it has low CPU utilization? So the right answer is It requires knowledge of future execution times. 21. Which of the following scheduling algorithm is both preemptive and non-preemptive? FCFS, priority scheduling, round robin या फिर SJF? So the right answer is priority scheduling. 22. The best CPU scheduling algorithm for a system with interactive users is FCFS, round robin, SJF या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is round robin. 23. What happens when a process in a non-preemptive system requests a resources? The CPU is preempted, the process is placed in the ready queue, the process enters the waiting state या फिर the process is terminated. So the correct answer is the process enters the waiting state. 24. If all processes arrives at the same time in a system using FCFS, the average waiting time is high, low, zero या फिर unpredictable. So the right answer is high. 25. The process that executes the longest in SJF is called the longest job first process, the last schedule process, the CPU intensive process, if it the starved process. So the correct answer is the starved process. 26. Which of the following statements about priority scheduling is false? Lower priority processes may suffer from starvation. Egging can be used to prevent starvation. It is always preemptive. Processes with the same priority are scheduled in FCFS order. So the right answer is it is always preemptive. 27. Round robin scheduling is generally used for real-time systems, time sharing systems, batch processing systems, या फिर priority scheduling systems. So the right answer is time sharing systems. 28. Which scheduling policy assigns a fixed time slice to each process in the queue? FCFS, round robin, SJF या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is round robin. 29. If the time quantum in RR is too small, it result in low CPU utilization, high context switching overhead, increased turnaround time, reduced starvation. So the right answer is high context switching overhead. Question number 30. Which process scheduling algorithm is best suited for real time system? Round robin, SJF, FCFS या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is priority scheduling. Question number 31. What does CPU scheduling aim to optimize? Memory uses, disk IO operations, process execution order, या फिर both B and C? So the right answer of this question is both B and C. 32. The turnaround time is calculated as completion time arrival minus arrival time, completion time minus burst time, waiting time plus arrival time, burst time minus waiting time. So the right answer is completion time minus arrival time. 33. Which scheduling algorithm is ideal for minimizing response time? FCFS, SJF, round robin, priority scheduling? So the right answer is round robin. 34. In which scheduling algorithm does the process with the smallest execution time execute first? Priority scheduling, FCFS, shortest remaining time first, या फिर round robin? So the right answer is shortest remaining time first. 35. Which of the following factors does not affect CPU scheduling? CPU utilization, turnaround time, number of processor in the system, या फिर last option waiting time? So the correct answer is number of processor in the system. 36. What is the main purpose of egging in priority scheduling? To ensure high priority process execute first, to prevent starvation of low priority process, to reduce context switching, to increases throughput? So the right answer is to prevent starvation of low priority processes. 37. In round robin scheduling, as time quantum increases, the performance of the algorithm approaches SJF, FCFS, priority scheduling या फिर multi level queue? So the correct answer is FCFS. 38. The context switch time is the time taken to save and load process control block PCB, move a process from the ready queue to the waiting queue, terminate a process या फिर execute and interrupt? So the right answer is save and load processes control block PCB. 39. Which CPU scheduling algorithm allows processes execution in a cyclic manner? FCFS, SJF, round robin या फिर priority scheduling? So the right answer is round robin. Last question देखते क्या? Which factor determines how frequently the dispatcher runs? Time quantum, process priority, number of processes in the ready queue या फिर memory size? So the right answer is टाइम क्वांटम। तो आप लोग बताइए कि कमेंट करके 40 में आपका कितना करेक्ट हुआ, ठीक है। तो थैंक यू दोस्तों, मिलते हैं यूनिट नंबर 3 में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।